Well, hello everyone, and welcome to summer school at Wisconsin Virtual Learning. My name is Mrs. Milky, and I am going to be your instructor for some of your electives that you're taking this summer. The purpose of this video is just to help you kind of navigate through and understand where to find things, how to submit things, like that, all that kind of stuff so that you're successful in my courses. So your dashboard is going to look similar to this. I'm actually going to move this down a little bit here so that you can see, because I'm going to choose the Lord of the Rings course right here, just because that's my first one that I have up and running. But all of my courses run the same. So even if you're not in Lord of the Rings, if you're in mythology and folklore or intro to military careers or some other elective, they're all going to run the same. So once you're on the dashboard, you're going to choose the course that you want to go into by clicking on it, and that'll take you to the home page. So this is the home page of the Lord of the Rings course for summer school. And what you will find on the home page are all of my contact information. You can see my picture there. I'm making this course overview video right now, so that's what will be there. There's a link to some student resources and a link to something called a literacy support toolbar. So once you're into the course, you can go ahead and click on all of those things to find out what they all are. Now I'm going to switch over to student view so that I can show you in student view what it looks like in the course. So if I come over here a little bit, you're going to see the announcements. I just have one announcement up right now, which is a welcome to the Lord of the Rings course. But if I need to tell you something, that's where you will always find what I need to tell you. The modules tab is where you're going to find all of the lessons that you need for the entire summer. So I'm going to scroll down here. It tells you how to be successful, the syllabus is there, the required materials, the vocabulary. Then you get into Unit 1. There's always a podcast at the beginning, and that is everything read aloud to you. So if you're not somebody that likes to read by yourself, you might want to listen to the podcast. It'll actually take you through every single one of these pages. If you don't want to listen to the podcast, then you go to, first of all, in here, the assignment, but that you just have to follow along, whatever comes first. It might be a lesson, an assignment, but once you click on it, it takes you to that lesson or assignment that needs to be done. And there it is loaded, and you can see what a lesson looks like. Now I'm just going to go back to that modules page for a second just to look at a few more things. So if it has what looks to be a link here, that means it's a link to a page, something that you have to read. This is a link for an assignment Dropbox, so it means that you have done the assignment and you're going to turn it in, typically in a Google Doc or maybe a Microsoft Word document. You would turn it in there. And then anytime you see a rocket, that's a quiz, and that's something that's taken right in Canvas. So let's take a look at this very first Dropbox. When you're ready to submit the Unit 1 text questions, you go ahead and open up the Dropbox and you click Start Assignment. And then depending on how you did it is how you're going to submit it. So you could file upload if you did it like in Microsoft Word. You can answer the questions right here in the text entry box if you want to. If you did it in a Google Doc, you can copy and paste the website URL here and click Assignment. Or you can actually connect right to your Google Drive here. I can't do that when I'm in Student View, but you will be able to as a WVL student. You can click right to your Google Drive. So after you have done whatever it is, however you're going to do it, you click Submit Assignment, and then it'll come into me. Going back over to the Modules tab then, if you're going to do a quiz, I just want to give you a quick look as to what a quiz looks like. So whenever you're ready, you click Take the Quiz, and the quiz will pop up for you, and you go ahead and work your way through all of the questions. All right, I'm going to click back to the Modules tab just to show you something that'll help you a little bit. Anytime you see something along the margin, that means that it's something that you are going to be reading or taking a look at. Anything that's indented just a little bit is something that you have to turn in to me, and there should also be a due date there for you. So you can see that your Unit 1 text questions are due June 14th, the writing assignment is due the 15th, and the quiz is also due the 15th. So that's just a little help to you. Anything indented is something that you do have to turn in to me. So all of your lessons and assignments are found there in the Modules tab. When you want to see how you're doing, you click the Grades tab, and that will take you to your specific grade book. And once I have something graded here, your score will be here. So maybe you have an 8 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. But your scores will show up here. If nothing is submitted, it shows as a dash. If something is submitted waiting for me to be graded, there'll be a little icon there to let you know that yes, you've submitted it, you're just waiting for the teacher to grade it. So that is basically what you will see on the home page. I want to also show you the calendar. I have the calendar all up and running for Lord of the Rings, and for my other courses, they will also be up and running. This tells you everything that needs to be done. Now you might go, oh my gosh, Mrs. Milky, there's so much stuff. Well, that's because it's summer school and it's on the condensed schedule. So I always try to put my electives on a 4-week cycle. If you need 6 weeks, you can take the 6 weeks to do it, but I usually schedule it under 4 weeks, so you could hopefully be done in 4 weeks and have those last 2 weeks of summer school to just enjoy yourself and be finished. So you always can be looking here as to what needs to be done on each of the days of the week. The other thing I want to show you here in Canvas is the inbox, and I don't think I'll be able to do much. I'm gonna leave student view for a minute in order to go into the inbox because I don't think I can get to it with the student view on. So if I go to the inbox, it takes you to an internal email system. So if you want to contact me by email, you click the compose button. You're going to select a course. So since I'm doing Lord of the Rings, I'm just going to choose Lord of the Rings. And then you would put my name in there. Hopefully it'll come up. Yep, you click on it, put in a title. Hi, Mrs. Milky, or whatever it is that you're trying to tell me. Hello, welcome, whatever it is. And then you sign it. When you're done, I'm going to move this down. You just click the send button. Actually, I think I have to move it over a little bit so that you can actually see where the send button is. You click send, and it's an internal email system. So that's how you can contact me if you need to during the summer. All right, let's cancel that out. I think I've gone over the most important things. Let's go back to the actual, if you want to use the courses tab, I'm going to go back to that Lord of the Rings class where I just was before. If you do need to contact me for any reason, I do have a number here. It's an office number. You can call me there, but you're going to have to leave a message. Most days I won't be in the actual school office, and I get those messages via email. And so I can reply to you then via email. This is my school email address, not the internal one that I just showed you, but through Google, that's my email address. Feel free to email me with any questions that you have. Like I said before, this is the course overview that I'm making. There's a literacy support toolbar that you can take a look at, and take a look at the student resources. Other than that, I think you are all ready to get started. So enjoy the summer. Please let me know along the way if there's anything that you need help with.